Morning, everybody. I thank you for tuning in on this beautiful Monday morning. This is the Blitz Morning Show. My name is Toby Brendel, and I thank you. How's it going? What's new? What's exciting? And I appreciate you coming back to this particular show. You know what happens every Monday. If you're new, we have a little bit of a segment called Question Call where you send me questions for me to answer them. And it can be anything along the spectrum. How was your weekend? Mine? It wasn't too bad. Did a little bit of dad things, built a play structure, made it sturdy. Felt pretty damn good, if I don't say so myself. Alrighty. So that is right. This is Question Call. It's been brought to you by QC Indie. Go listen to them at qcindie.com or right on the TuneIn app. Enough yapping, jacking, and let's get going.
Hey Toby, it's Kim from QC Indie with this week's Question Call. How would you survive in a zombie apocalypse?
I had a little bit of warning about this one. And yes, Kim, I do have an answer. But when he asked, how would I survive a zombie apocalypse? First, there was one question I had to ask him. What would the zombies be like? Would it be like The Walking Dead? Or would it be like Zombie Nation? No, wait, no. The movie with Brad Pitt. Where the zombies are a little bit faster, a little bit smarter. Where Walking Dead, they're trudging. And he said Walking Dead. It's like, all right, that's fair enough. That's a little bit easier to deal with. So with Walking Dead zombies, and in the world of today, how would I survive? Well, if it broke out now, that's going to be really interesting. But the plan that I actually have is I would meet up with my buddy Tatty Wolf. We already have a meeting point. He has a place where we're going to go. He's got the guns. He's got the know-how to hunt anything and everything. So it's really not that bad. I'm pretty sure he can gut and skin and stuff. My problem is I don't want to gut, skin, cut the meat off. That just absolutely creeps me out. But if you slap it down in front of me, that is not an issue. I just can go in, fry her up, do awesome cooking, eat it, poop it out. When it comes to this question as well, is there's so many ways of actually looking at it, how to survive. Because, of course, you need weapons to stop the zombies, which I've been thinking about that. Where to live. How to live. Tatty, he's told me you have to be off the major highways by at least 4 or 5 kilometers. Because most of the people who are going to be running away from the zombies, like, for example, if the outbreak was in the States, they'll be pushing north. People are going to be driving on the highways, dirt roads, things like that. So, of course, they're going to be looting houses, businesses, cities. So if you live in the middle of butt F nowhere, the only thing you really should be worried about are zombies, not trespassers. I can go a long time on this particular episode, so I might actually do something in the future and talk more about it and possibly get Taddy on and we can talk. But until then, I don't want to spoil too much, just in case there's a future show or future episodes. But how would I survive? I would follow Taddy Wolf everywhere he went. He knows what he's doing. He's read the books. He's knows the know-how. So basically, that's about it.
What's something simple a person could do to make their life better?
Something simple that somebody could do to make their life better. That is a really good question. And what could it be? Something simple. Well, for one, okay, I'm going to give you a few simple things that you could do to make your life a little bit better. Number one, go for walks on sidewalks, not on the road, but on the sidewalk. Man, do I have an issue with that one. Oh, don't get me started on that one. I'm pretty sure Joe does too, from Podblock. So, go for walks on sidewalks. Get off social media. I would love to get off of social media, but then at the same time, I don't know what I would do about this particular show. That's the biggest issue that I have, and I've been thinking about it quite often because I continue to want to do this, but at the same time, I want to get off of social media just to have a little bit more freedom and less stress from all the a-holes that are out there. Have conversations with people forgetting their phones at home. Like, just little things like that. Alright, how about this one? There's tons of people that spend tens of thousands of dollars on the inside. Big screen TV, do this, do that, do this. Why not switch around and have it where you create an outdoor element for gatherings, parties, stuff like that? Oh, that's a cute little house. Spend more time outside. Enjoy the air. Because, the future is getting more and more strange when it comes to, weather. So get out. Enjoy the weather. Because it's just the simple things in life that can make you go camping. And okay, you can go camping, go get a camp, or pack up, go to a campsite. Yeah, all right. But even if you just go to a different city that is a small town that has a campsite set up, go there, enjoy. You'll get the quietness of a provincial park, but okay, you don't get the lake, you don't get a river, stuff like that, but you just get the quietness. We actually found a small little hidden gem as a campground. It has somewhat of a little man-made lake. It had power, Bull Diamonds restaurant. It was so nice, so relaxing. And it's the simple thing. I had to take my cell phone with me because of work. But once you sat down and enjoyed, you forgot what the world was like. And that's the simple part. Disconnect from the world.
Should radio stations be allowed to play songs with police sirens in them?
The answer is no. I listen to some music that has police sirens, and it is a total piss me off. When you're cruising, you're getting into the beat, next thing you know, you hear a siren. So first thing you do, you start panicking and you start looking around, which now your attention goes from the road to where are the sirens. Because the number one rule is as soon as you see lights or sirens, you pull over to let them pass. If you hear him and you don't see him, your heart races, you're panicking, saying, or you're thinking to yourself, am I going to get pulled over? Am I going to get pulled over? It should be against the law for sirens to be played on the airwaves, just for that simple fact. It causes more distraction when it goes off than somebody not paying attention. Then, also, you could be listening, you could have a siren go off, and you're thinking, oh yeah, okay, that's part of the song. I actually had that happen one day. I went from a client, I was going to go home, and I'm cruising through a little parking lot. All of a sudden, I hear a semi-toot. So I thought it was part of the song. So I was like, well, oh, never heard that before, but whatever. Didn't clue in that it was a semi that passed me on the one side. So, kept driving, get home, looked at my phone. It was my buddy Dale. He goes, you stuck up little prick. It's like, what did I do? I honked at you and you didn't even flinch. Oh. So I said, sorry. I thought it was just part of the song. He goes, what do you mean? I was listening to music. I heard a horn and I thought it was part of the song. I didn't realize you were beside me. And he types back, LOL. You see, there's just some things you got to watch when you're playing music. If it's cell phones. Oh, that pisses me off. All right. When you get a cell phone, please make sure you make your ringtone as customized as possible. My last phone was so annoying for the simple fact that anytime I listened to the local talk station, it had a clip on it that every time when it went off, I would always think it'd be my cell phone. So I'd go look at it. Oh. Ah! So make sure you change your cell phone ringtone so it is absolutely different. You're listening to the Blitz Morning Show. My name is Toby Brendel, and we are currently doing Question Call, where you send in questions and I answer them. As you can tell, I never went to break. I thought that I might as well kill that. There's times where I'm pretty sure you, as a listener, don't want to hear it, so away with it. Away with it, my child!
And finally, do you believe in aliens?
Oops. I forgot the next one. So, that was number 4. I'll do number 5 right after number 4, because I, flip-flopped it back and forth. But, do I believe in aliens? The people who don't believe in aliens are so far up their butt that they don't believe anything that's possible. Yes, I do believe in aliens. For the simple fact, there's no way we could have trillions and trillions and trillions and trillions of solar systems, planets, galaxies, you name it. And yet, we are the only life here. It seriously does not make sense. It's just one of those things that, for example, the world. You're going across the land, you're expecting nobody, and all of a sudden somebody pops up. And you keep walking, next thing you know, there's a bigger civilization. You keep going, and all of a sudden there was a weird-looking animal. Of course, you are going to explore into the unknown, and you are going to find living things. It's not going to be basically aliens like they're projected, big eyes, gray, skinny, tall, short, fat, Mama June style. It's going to be aliens that have adapted their atoms and molecules for the environment they live in. Aliens, different shapes, different sizes, different style of technology, but I don't know what more you want. I was thinking about this the one day, and I could never figure it out. You have aliens who apparently came to Earth, abducted, anal probe, mutilated cows, things like that. And almost the exact same story kept popping out. They came down, they beamed me up, and there's me standing there looking around going, what is going on? And all of a sudden, boom, I'm back in my car. Boom, I'm back in my bed. Boom, I'm in the middle of nowhere trying to figure out what happened, where the last 20 hours went. But the issue that I have with this is there's times where you can freeze bacteria, you can freeze this, you can freeze that. Frogs, for example, they can basically freeze, come back to life, and carry on. So their body will adapt to the temperature and things like that. What I'm trying to more or less say is that movie Mars Attacks is probably one of the closest actual things to an alien invasion. You have it where the aliens will come down. They have something over the head so they can actually live. Because, when you come here, the pressure could be different. They could not breathe the oxygen, or there could be too much water which could melt them. Different things like that. And that's the problem that I have with all these alien things. But before I got sidetracked, do I believe in aliens? The answer is yes, 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 I do.
Without saying what the category is, what's your top 5?
All right, top five. Wah-cha-cha-ching. All right, top 5. Oh, this is going to be a good one. Not category-wise. All right, top 5. Let's pick one. I could do movies, music, TV shows, video games, places I've been. Let's go with movies. Then when it comes to this, I could do 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010s. No matter which way I look at it, it's just going to be through the board. And I'm going to pick the movies that I could watch over and over and over again and not get sick of them. With the top 5, I'm not going to put them in any order because that's going to be a little bit harder. But the 5 movies that I could keep watching non-stop would be How High with Redman Method Man, Road Trip Beer Pong, Next Friday, Night at the Roxbury, as well as Big Hero 6. You got a bunch of movies back from the early 2000s to just a few years ago, but those are the movies that I could watch time and time again. How High? Do you smoke? No, I don't. Why do you like that one? One of the reasons is because of Redman Method Man. He has those two guys together reminds me of Hoyman and Wilbur. Just down to the T. So that's what I think. And it's just it is what it is. Well, then Road Trip Beer Pong. I don't know why I love that so much. It's got quotable quotes, but I think basically that's about it. It's just like nothing too outlandish. It's right. Next Friday, it was always on my circa. Hoyman and I, we absolutely love that movie. Yeah, get your ass up and hurrah. Soundtrack was great also. Same thing with How High. Shoot. Big Hero 6, there's more to that movie than you think. And we're still waiting for the sequel to it. just because when Hero's brother died in the fire, they wanted to get him involved in the movie, just like what happened in the comic. But they're trying to figure out how, and they thought that Hero's brother could actually still be alive. Let's think about it. Baymax has scanned the whole entire city of San Fran, Tokyo. So he could possibly know that Hero's brother is still alive. And for the Night of the Roxbury, I don't know why. I think it's just the music that I'm basically fascinated with. Because the plot itself is kind of dull. But he's got Stifler's mom. Yeah, Stifler's mom is actually in Night of the Roxbury as a actually quite hot female who is smart. Yeah, I feel sorry for her career though. Instead of knowing all the previous shows that she's been a part of, now she is known as Stifler's mom. And also a dumb one too. If you ever watched what is it? Chipmunk's Road Trip? Chip? She's in that too. And she is absolutely a stupid character. So, yeah, it is what it is. Well, you guys, I do have to say one thing. Well, I don't have to say it. Somebody else is going to be.
His brain ain't right, but it's fun.
Today's episode, not so good, but, you know, it is what it is. All right. So, my name is Toby Brindle, and you are listening to the Blitz Morning Show. I thank you for tuning in to Question Call. It happens every Monday, so make sure you tune in and give it a listen. Head over to theblitzmorning.com for all episodes as well as articles that I do write. Make sure you follow us, like us, and give us a little bit of a share on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at The Blitz Morning. Or if you have any questions or want to send an MP3, make sure you send it to theblitzmorningshow@gmail.com. Well, you guys, thanks for tuning in, and I will catch you next week.